I sacrificed my sanity to create this Brainrot video for you.
Tung sahur e cappuccina ballerina ridono insieme, ma all'improvviso un SMS la tradisce e lei corre da brr patapim. No! Dalla loro passione nasce una vita. Cappuccina ballerina è incinta. Tradito e furioso, tung sahur evoca cappuccino assassino. Dal cielo, bombardiro crocodilo scatena la sua vendetta sganciando una bomba su brr.
Yeah, I wasted way too much time on this. And in this video, I will show you exactly how you can make something like this yourself. Now, these memes are actually going viral everywhere. From TikTok to Instagram to even YouTube. For some reason, I just can't get it off my feet. And the crazy thing is, people are going absolutely viral with this. Just take a look at this guy. He has 65,000 followers, over 25 million views with all of his videos combined, and he even makes money of this. Like, that's absolutely crazy to me. If you take a look at this website, he is selling these Brainrot figures on his store. If that's not crazy, then I don't know what is. So after doing some research, I figured out exactly how you can make these type of videos using AI. From Tralalero Tralala, Bombardino Crocodilo, and even tung sahur, all of these characters have been built into this one AI tool. And by prompting it, I can make them hold hands together, speak, or even fight each other. Now, I spent so many hours and I've wasted thousands of credits using Midjourney and ChatGPT to create these images, but it doesn't work as good as it does on this one tool that is called OpenArt. The entire video that you saw in the intro, including all of the images and videos that I will show you throughout this video, all have been generated using OpenArt. Now, if you want to try this out yourself, then click the link in the description, sign up and get a monthly or a yearly plan. If you use my discount code, which is Dan20, then you can get 20% discount on this tool. Now, what I love about OpenArt is if I go to consistent character, you can either train your own character right here by uploading your image, or if you scroll down, you can see that we already have all of the characters needed inside OpenArt. So we don't need to waste credits on training our own character. So now you pick the character that you like, then you simply enter in your prompt, you give it dimensions, and then you click on create. And now that gives you this image. And by using the image to video generator inside OpenArt, I can generate this video. You can also change the scene by picking a different character and adding a different prompt to it. For example, here I have Liri Lari La. Now, before I show you how to do the voiceover and the editing, the unique thing about OpenArt is that you can add in multiple different characters. Seriously, I've tried this on multiple different tools and it doesn't work as good as it does right here. To create multiple characters, all you need to do is you need to first select your main character, then you click on add character, then you go to character library, then you select the character that you want. For me, that is Tralalero Tralala. Then you can prompt it right here. As you can see, they're both selected, and you can put your prompt right here, and then you can generate your image. I always generate 4 images because then I can choose the best ones. We can now choose between these 4 images, and I like this one a lot. Now, you can do this with any type of character. For example, we can have tung sahur and troppi shaking hands, cappuccino assassino and chimpanzini bananini eating a banana together, and God knows what burbur patapim and cappuccina ballerina are doing with each other. Like, seriously, I had a stroke reading all of that. But the question is, how do you actually create all of these videos? Well, it's actually very simple. Once you have an image that you'd like, what you do is you click on use image and then image to video. Now, this will bring you over to the image to video generator. And here you can select your model. I'm using Kling 2.0, but it's the most expensive model. You could also use Kling 1.6 or Video, for example. Then you give your prompt. You can be as specific as you want. You can also give instructions of what to do with the camera motion. And in my case, I said that the cappuccino girl is looking at her phone and then she stands up and walks away. Once you've written your prompt, you click on create and now you will have a video like this. Besides making these silly memes, you can do a lot more with it. For example, you can add in auto sounds to your videos. That sounds something like this. and you can even add speech to it. Now that you've generated all of the videos, the next step is generating the text that you can use for your voiceover. Now for this, we need to go a little bit Italian. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head over to ChatGPT, and I've actually reverse engineered my prompt into a prompt that you can use. Let me explain how it works. So what you wanna ask is you wanna ask it to write a short prompt about an English narrative. You wanna make this Italian. So not English, make this Italian. Given the length of your script, and then you want to name out the characters that you're using. So I named all of the characters that I was using. Then in the end, you want to make sure that their name is capitalized. So Elevenlabs, the voiceover that we're going to use in a bit, will understand that it needs to put extra emphasis on that. Next up, you explain what your video is about. So I did what it is about, and then I said like make it like a cliffhanger and end it with a drama. And then I use this prompt to generate a text like this. Now you can play around with the text. So for example, what I did is I asked it to translate it into English, so I actually understood what it was saying. Then I wanted to add something to it, and then I needed to make it shorter. So what I ended up doing is I took this text and then I copy this, and now we're ready for the next step, which is heading over to Elevenlabs. And inside Elevenlabs, what you want to do is you want to select the voice, which is Adam. Now using this voice, you want to add in this express as type shouting, and then you want to type in your text. Now for the speed, stability and similarity, I just kept it at like 1.04, 59% and 75%. Then you generate your speech, and then you get something like this.
Tung sahur e cappuccina ballerina ridono insieme.
If you don't like your voice, you might want to regenerate it. I've done this a couple of times. Sometimes some of the names don't get pronounced correctly, so you might want to try this out a couple of times. Next up is the editing. So now what you want to do is you want to bring all of this together. The first thing you do is you import all of your clips inside your preferred editor. This can be CapCut, Premiere Pro, whatever you use. Now, once you've imported all of your clips, I had mine made as a compilation, then you can add in some soft fades with each other. Next up, you add in your voiceover. So I have my voiceover right here. You want to cut it up to remove any silences. And lastly, what you want to do is you want to add in this Italian Brainrot sound effect that you can use on this video. Like this is what everyone has been using on this video. If you combine all of it together, then you get a video like this.
Tung sahur e cappuccina ballerina ridono insieme. Ma all'improvviso un SMS la tradisce e lei corre da brr patapim. No! Dalla loro passione nasce una vita. Cappuccina ballerina è incinta. Tradito e furioso. Tung sahur evoca cappuccino assassino. Dal cielo, bombardiro crocodilo scatena la sua vendetta sganciando una bomba su brr patapim.
As you can see, everything so far has been generated with OpenArt. If you want to try this out yourself, then you can do so with one of these plans. I would suggest you to go with the advanced or the infinite plan, as that gives you plenty of credits to play around with the tool. If you want an extra discount, use Dan20 for 20% discount. Now, if you want to learn how you can create multiple different consistent characters into one scene, then click on the video that's on the screen right now where I explain how you can do this exactly. This allows you to make memes like this, but also way more interesting stuff so you don't get brainrot yourself.